take the signal, guys. So if someone is looking at you and they're smiling, that's a signal. If they're looking at you and they, try not to lock eyes with you, then that's another signal.
Look, actually, here's something I'll say to the man who's watching. If a woman smiles at you, good God, you have to approach, because it means one of two things. She either thinks you're really attractive, in which case you should approach, or she thinks you look like a really good person, in which case you should approach. So hello and welcome to another episode of The Man Manual, the show that is here to demystify the differences between the genders. How do men act and why? How do women act and why? Where are we all going wrong? And today I'm here with a special friend by the name of Leila. Hello.
Hi.
Right.
Thank you for receiving me.
Thank you for being here to be received. Cheers. So what is it like being you? What is your dating, your romantic life like? Did you say you're from Monaco? Was it Monaco?
No, it was from Malta, actually.
Malta, yeah, there we go.
Malta, okay.
Malta.
I need to say it the British way.
Okay, I'll say it the Maltese way, you say it the British way. And so, okay. Tell me about your life, your romantic life. What's going on? Are you single? Are you in a committed relationship?
Okay.
Are you playing the field?
Okay.
What's the do?
So, just to give you sort of a brief, history of what I've been through, because it makes sense sort of to my story now, what I'm currently doing. I've been in relationships my whole life. So I started from when I was 16, 17. And I was last single 4 years ago, up until 29. So
you were last single 4 years ago?
Yes. Sorry, I was in a relationship 4 years ago. So I've been single 4 years now, right? And I said, that's it, relationships, for me, because it's been too long, and now I want to enjoy my single life. So, I'm enjoying my single life. If you had to ask me if I want to be in a relationship or not, I would tell you yes and no. And so it's a bit of a complicated answer. And the reason being is I am very happy how I am. I'm very happy in my single life. But yeah, I miss intimacy, and I would love to have a man in my life, right? But if there is no one that I can, connect with and feel that there is something special, why even bother? There's so much pressure that everyone needs to be in a relationship. I'm like, no, it's okay to be single.
So can I ask,
Sure.
what happened in your last relationship then? Because if I'm hearing rightly, you say the last relationship happened and then you thought to yourself, you need to take time away to reconnect with yourself.
Yes.
Which implies to me that maybe you felt like you lost yourself in that last relationship.
It's more before, actually. So my first relationship started when I was 17, actually, and it lasted almost 9 years, right?
9 years?
Yes.
Wow, that implies you're loyal.
Yes, I'm very loyal.
Or maybe that you historically have a difficulty to let things go when it's time to end them.
Maybe. The thing is...
I have that.
Okay.
That's definitely true for me.
Okay.
So I'm slightly projecting when I say that.
Okay. Not really, though. It wasn't really the case. For me, it was more we loved each other so much. I mean, I was engaged, okay? So we're going to get married. So... yeah, for me, it wasn't because I was just loyal. There was so much love, and we grew up together. You know what I mean? It was my first love, and there was so much good in it, but there was also lots of toxicity in it. And at the end of the day, I was like, I do not know myself. And then after a 9-year relationship, I meet another guy. I fall in love with him, and it was too rushed. The timing wasn't really good for me,
In what way? Like, what do you mean when you say bad timing?
Because I didn't have time to sort of shift to actually enjoy my single life, after the 9-year relationship. So I went into another relationship that we spent 2 lovely years together, But yeah, I didn't have time. And once again, the same trap. I was feeling that I was not committing to myself and not taking care of, getting to know myself, because I was in another relationship. And me, when I'm in a relationship, I give my 100% to the relationship. So yeah. And then at that point, after my second relationship, I was like, I need to get to know myself. And that's what I'm doing.
So something I've heard you say, I think twice, is you didn't have time to enjoy your single life. So when I hear that, the way my brain analyzes that is, okay, there's a certain level of freedom that you get from being single. There's stuff that you can do being single that you presumably can't do in a relationship. And that maybe in some way, and feel free to stop me if I'm wrong, right? Maybe in some way, if you're in a relationship, it kind of confines you from doing other sort of things, which you'd be happy to have, but it's like the freedom of being single is stuff that you want to actually experience at some point. Because I did have that. So for instance, I've spent a lot of time in relationships, like 14 years or something. And so my first relationship was 7 years or 8, depending really. Because there was a period for like the final 6 months where are we together, are we not? So 7 years was it 8, but the point is there was that. And I saw single people having all these fun experiences, right? Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, these fun experiences.
Yes.
And like my cousins are on holiday and they're posing with this girl, that girl and stuff. And in my head, I'm like, well, it looks like they're probably sleeping with these women and stuff. And in fairness and honesty, I'd more or less only been with my first girlfriend. So there's a part of me that wanted to experience all of that and things. And also as well, being in that relationship, it was like I was accountable to this person, which is great if everything's perfect. But if it isn't, then it's like you're dragging a weight around with you.
Yes.
So you relate to that to some degree.
So at this point in my life, I feel before I used to compromise a lot, and I compromised so much that I lost myself. Okay. So that's where the crisis happened, that's where the toxicity came.
But what sort of compromises? Like what were we?
Sorry?
What sort of compromises?
Compromises to make myself be perfect in the eyes of your partner. No, doesn't work that way. You have to be your true, authentic self, and your partner either accepts that, either accepts you as you are. If he doesn't accept you as you are, you're not good for each other. And there's no fighting or no drama. It's just you have to let go. And that's how I see it nowadays. So for me, being single is not because I want to go and, enjoy men and be free, It's not about that at all. For me, if I get to find the man of my life, I want to be free too. I do not want to compromise. Why people need to compromise to be in a relationship? No, no. Everyone needs to be themselves. In fact, I do not expect nothing from the guy, I do not expect no one to change for me. I even test them to see if they're being their true, authentic self. Because sometimes some people are acting.
Okay, so I've got a couple of questions based on that.
Yes.
So number one, what did your ex need you to be in order to be perfect? You said be perfect for him.
Yes.
What did perfect mean? How did that relate to you and who you want to be as a person?
Yes.
And then finally,
Yes.
how do you test these men? You said you test them. I'm very curious.
You were taking all my my secret tools.
It's how we get to know each other.
Okay. So how I was compromising. So
yeah. What did he need you to be?
Oh my God, we're getting into really deep private stuff, but I am willing to share.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Because if you're not,
I'm
we don't
comfortable.
Have to.
Yes. Okay. If I wasn't, I would tell you. Don't worry. He wanted me to be skinny and fit, for example. And he used to tell me phrases like, if you get fat, I'll leave you. So that is toxic. You see? And yeah, I had to be the woman of the house. So I had to cook and clean, and he was doing other stuff, so we had a very busy life. He was working on our future house, sort of. But yeah, I am not meant, now I know, I am not meant to be at home. First of all, I do not like to cook, I have other positive attributes, but those are not. So I was made to feel so very bad for things that are not within me. And I was trying to keep up with a life to be good for this person that I loved so truly much. And you know what? He loved me back. I know. But not as myself. As this person, this perfect person, That is the perfect, that is what I mean.
So I look at you and I see someone. You said you had to be skinny and beautiful, was it you said? Well, I see someone who looks skinny and beautiful, right? That's what I see. So what I'm asking is, was he like, did he want you to be even skinnier than you are? Was it, would he look at this right now and say, you need to lose weight?
Well, can I tell you something actually?
Please.
I spent 10 years going on to the gym on and off. And because of him, mainly, because I don't like the gym and I don't go anymore, to be honest. And my body right now is looking even better than when I was going to the gym, okay? And my exercise is walking and dancing. That's all I'm doing.
It's working.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm looking even better. I was still skinny, but some people want more.
Gotcha. So, okay, what was the other thing? So
The testing part.
Yeah.
Okay, I can tell you.
Oh, actually, and there's one more thing as well. So,
Yes.
from what I see, so when I look at Miss Leila, I look and I take in the energy. I look with my eyes, I look with my soul. I think, okay, free spirit. At your core, like a bird that needs to fly or something like this. Or maybe more like a butterfly or something that needs to just be free to go wherever it needs to go.
Yes.
So that must have been very tough for you to deal with, because you say you had to be the woman of the house. But so I'm a person who finds it very tough to like fit into preconceived roles. I find that very hard to do. It's my brain, my soul, whatever, just wants to do its own thing. And it's infinitely easier for me to just be me than like fit into a lane. And you seem to be kind of similar.
Yes.
So when you were with this man, that was like very constricting?
It was very, yes. And
almost like you had around your neck and you can't speak.
Yeah. And I did not know, I wasn't sort of aware of it. I was in a bubble. Because for me, I was with the love of my life. I am so loyal and I worked so hard for the relationship. And we were cute together, because we started out young and we looked so good together, and we liked it.
You're a hot couple.
Oh, yes, always.
He was a good looking man.
Yes. But so many faults. And you know why? Sometimes I used to blame him, sort of, But no, at one point then I was like, I shifted it. But at this point in my life, it doesn't even matter anymore. It's in the past, Now I am working towards myself and I'm making myself better for my future family, my future partner, my friends. So I'm all good.
Okay. So I've got one more question. So, okay. So we need to get back onto the test, how you test these men. Yes. But you said that you used to blame him. So now let me say something. When I have a relationship end, question I always ask myself is, where did I go wrong? Where did they go wrong? What red flag should I have seen that I missed? What red flag should they have seen in me? And what do I need to do to make sure this doesn't happen again? So my question to you is, you said that you blamed him. So where do you think he went wrong? And where do you think you went wrong?
Well, let's start from this first and foremost, okay? Everything happens for a reason. So, to start from, I'm very grateful for my life and how it happened, So at the time when we met, when we were 17 years old, we were babies, okay? We were just starting out. I fell for him so much because not just for him, but because of his family. Because at the time I needed a family. So yes, because my parents
And
were
they took you in.
separating. Yes, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I can't really say everything was bad, you know, and he was so toxic and ta ta ta
Well,
ta
yeah,
ta.
you wouldn't have been together for 9 years.
No, there was so much good from it. And you know what? I separate the good memories and the bad memories because the good I want to preserve because like, oh, I was, you know, I was in love and I was young and we did this, you know, it was there. Why?
I can see it in your expressions.
Yeah, why you have to taint something? Yes, I'm very passionate, as you can see.
It shows.
Yes. And yeah, why taint something? Because there was bad stuff. Bad stuff is going to happen anyway, you know? So let's start from there. I sort of blamed him, if you can say I blamed him, because of selfishness. So that was his red flag, you know, the selfishness of it all.
Like you have to be in shape, you have to be the woman of the house. Blah, blah, blah.
Why you are using your own, you know, because he's very strict and I admire that in him, you know, that he's very strict and he has a routine, ta ta ta. I just learned about myself that I hate routines and I love adventure. And I do not like someone to be authoritative over me. So everything was wrong, right? And I tried to fit in this box that wasn't meant for me. Why?
So it sounds like he was a teacher for you.
He...
Because you said, I just learned that I love adventure. So, okay, let me explain.
Teacher.
Yeah, teacher.
Not really. It happened much after this. But I understand what you mean.
What do you think I mean?
You mean that from him sort of I learned what not to do and what not to be.
Yeah. But you say no.
Not really, no.
Okay, cool.
I discovered this through traveling, through meeting people, through seeing how people live and what they're doing and actually experiencing it, you know, not having the routine part. Because if you live at your home, the routine is there, sort of, you know.
All right, so you say he was selfish.
Yes.
So my question is now, if I was sitting here with him and he was speaking about you, right, what would he say that you did, which if you had to put your hand on your heart, you'd have to be like, oh, he's actually got a point.
Yeah, this is what I did wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hit me. It sounds juicy. I think this is going to be good.
I'm not sure about juicy or not. I expected so much from him. I wanted him to be my soulmate. I wanted him to be my friend. I wanted him to be my parent. I wanted him to be my whole support system. And it doesn't work that way. Your man, okay, doesn't have to be everything. And for me, that sort of focus and that sort of expectation of, you know, I need you, I need you, I need you. I think that was a fault from my point of view. And also not having, you know, a good group of friends around me and not having family around me. It wasn't because I didn't want to really and truly, you know. It was because it was the situation at the time.
No, I guess because if you needed him to be your entire support system, that implies that you didn't already have much of a support system.
Exactly.
Because if you did, it's like, well, yeah, I can just go to my sister. My sister can provide this, and this. My older brother can provide this, and this. Yes. So, yeah, I get that. That makes sense.
So that was my fault, you see. I think everyone has good and bad in relationships, and I wasn't an angel.
No, totally.
Definitely.
Yeah, I've not been perfect in my relationships either. Actually, what's one flaw about me in relationships? I mean, I'm avoidant, but I've mentioned that in past episodes. I guess I'll say it to you again. So one thing about me is starting to get to know someone, right? I like them more. But then there's a point where I like them too much. And then it becomes scary. But I'm not consciously aware of the fear. At least I am now, but I wasn't then. So that fear would be like, she's not that special. She isn't that special at all. So then while, like, let's say a month ago, this woman was the greatest thing on earth, Now she's just like, yeah. So then that would change my behavior. So I would have urges to do things that I did before, whether it's to pull her in, to kiss her, to cuddle her, to buy her something, to send her a text, whatever it is. And then that would be painful to do. So then there'd be this force compelling me to not do that thing. So then from her perspective, I wouldn't be mean. I've never like been mean at all. Like, you have to do this and you have to do that, or attacking. But the affection would go. And it'd be like working with a colleague who you kind of like, but they're a colleague.
Okay. Could it be though, is it because you have some sort of past abandonment issues?
Oh, yeah,
and
totally.
yeah,
No,
and
no,
you're sort
100%.
of scared, they're gonna leave me, you know, or
No.
and
No.
you go exit the
10,000%.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm
Okay.
largely over it now.
Yes.
I'm about 85% over it.
Yes.
87. I'm
Yeah.
87.5%
Okay.
over it.
Okay. I like the 0.5.
Yeah.
Okay. So exact.
87.54% over
How
it.
sweet.
Yeah. But
Understand.
yeah. And what I found is I just have to like ignore it. Meaning that, so I'm in bed with her and I want to cuddle, and then the avoidant nature's like, don't cuddle anyway. And then sit with it and show my nervous system like she's not going anywhere, you're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It takes a while. And you know what? I learned to be kind to myself. And you have to. Because the thing is, first of all, a core wound is a core wound, okay? So that's there. And you taught your body, you know, for such a long time to be something. Now you have to give it time to relearn and rewire your nervous system. So be patient with yourself and be kind to yourself because you deserve it.
Thank you. I feel seen. Thank you.
Yes.
So now let's get on to the fun stuff.
Okay.
Because you said that you like to test men. I can't remember what it was though. It's like, oh, you test them to see if they're the person that they're pretending to be. Is that what you said?
No, I sort of test to see if they're being their true authentic self or they're just acting some sort of way just to be liked.
Okay. All right. So how do you do that?
Well, I can't really test you right now, but what I do basically is see how they act. So me, myself, I have become very self-aware of myself, of my thoughts, of my actions, you know, and from that I've become so much aware of people around me now, okay? I can't really say I read people, I'm not at that stage yet, 87.5. So testing them is going on a date and seeing what they do, you know. I've had like men come.
I like the way you said that, and seeing what they do. I like the way you lean back. Like just lean back and observe. Just observe.
Yes.
Calmly.
Observation. Yeah. And you know what? I do not ask for anything because I do not have any expectations. If you have expectations, you are going to get hurt and be disappointed, and I don't want to be disappointed. So I observe what they do. So some people come, they're with their car, they either stay in the car while they're waiting for me. Some people get out of the car and they wait for me 15 minutes outside, okay, because I can see them, okay? And I arrive and they give me a hug and they open the car door for me. And then we arrive at the place and they open the car door for me again. You know, we go to the restaurant, they keep the door open for me. Some people, they don't do that. They just walk off, you know? They enter the restaurant, they don't know if you're still alive. No, I already have some set of standards, you see. So for me, how you show up, first of all, first time round. I mean, come on, guys. Be nice, you know, during a date. It's your first time you're meeting. You want to make a good impression. I'm not asking for, please be my slave. It's not the point, right? And even this paying part and ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. I feel there's so many expectations from guys, to be fair, you know?
You don't expect a man to pay.
Not really, no. I always ask if I can pay my half. And you know what? In some countries it's frowned upon. So in Dubai I won't do it, for example, because it's frowned upon, okay? It's actually rude to ask. But yeah, back home I ask, listen, let's share it. Why the hell not?
But okay, here's the thing now. So like in the UK,
Yeah.
women always ask, like they reach for their purse, but they're doing it so you will stop them. Like they don't want to reach for the purse at all. They don't. They want to look like they want to pay. They want to look like they want to pay because they're a empowered woman. But then have you stop them?
Would you like water?
Yeah. But then have you stop them so that they get to feel like they're being taken care of? So, and I think it's largely the same in America as well. So this is why I'm kind of pressing, because a lot of guys were listening be like, well, that's what women do. They all offer to pay, but they don't actually want to do it.
Yes.
You're saying you're going to date with a gentleman. Let's say this Friday, right? Let's say after this podcast, you meet some exquisite man.
Ooh la la.
Okay, exactly. Ooh la la. Tall, dark, handsome, as they say, carries himself with confidence, poise, elegance, dignity, class, right?
Okay.
Class.
Let's manifest.
There we go. And he invites you out this Friday.
Yes.
You go out for a dinner with him this Friday, dinner and drinks. The bill comes. You say to him, oh, yes, I can pay, I can contribute, whatever. He says, okay, no problem. You have not lost any attraction for that man in that moment, or any desire or respect for him.
No, I would have loved for him to pay, to be fair, to be frank. Yes. The thing is, if it's according to the situation of the person. If I know a person is struggling with money, okay, and they do not have the means for the pay, the expense. And you know what? To be fair, also, I do not like to go on to dinners for my first dates. But anyways, that's another story. But yeah, if I know the person is struggling and it's a struggle for him to pay for the bill, yeah, why not? No, that I won't see.
But would you date the man who was struggling?
Yes, I did. Both my exes made less money than me, both of them. I didn't see the money at the time. First of all, I was young when I started to date my first ex, and the other one also made less money than me. And you know what? It affected the relationship.
Yeah. So the thing is, was it the first boyfriend that you were talking about, the one that was very controlling?
No, the second one.
Okay.
Yes.
Who you had to stay, you had to be skinny for and things like this?
No. That's the first. That's all the first one. The second one treated me like a queen. Okay, I can't say nothing bad about him. Timing was very bad though, and our life size was were also very different. I was in a different stage. He was younger than me. And the fact I feel, and this is what I see in my next relationship, I want my person to be independent. I'm independent, okay, that's good, but I want my partner to be independent also. And the fact that you are making more money, a woman, this is what I feel, okay? A woman makes more money than her partner, it crushes their ego. And I could see that. And I do not want to go through that again. So, yeah.
So the thing is, it does. More often than not, it does. But the thing is, it's usually like a two-way thing. So you have dated men or been with men who've made less money than you and you've not cared, which is a beautiful thing. And it actually is. And it speaks very well for you and says that it speaks good things about you. But most women aren't actually like that.
I know, I can understand. And you know what? I've been here to it. Anyways, I had a funny story. I went on a date with a guy and I was very hungry and we went to this really posh restaurant and he didn't want to eat. And I was
because he couldn't afford it, basically.
No, it wasn't that he couldn't afford it. He has two businesses. So he was being cheap, I feel. But anyways, but he didn't want to eat, he said. And I went there because I was going to pay with my own money, And anyways, I have low blood pressure. So when I'm hungry, I need to eat, or else I, feel dizzy and I fall. And I could feel it that he thought that I was trying to get a dinner out of him, And he left. He told me, like, listen, I'm not feeling good. I was like, okay. At first I was pissed off. I was like, why is he doing this? Like, I was going to pay for it, I would have paid for his drink even. I don't care, And then the day after I was like, this happened because some girls are doing it. So yes, of course, men are being, a bit more, they have more boundaries and they're being careful, of course. But with the good, with the bad people, or it affects the good people also. So I can't really do nothing about it. And I texted him actually, and I told him I must have seemed so rude that I wanted, dinner. But truly, I was feeling sick. I needed to eat. And I'm bougie, okay? I'm not going to eat a wrap. I wanted a piece of steak. So that is what I wanted. And I would have paid, honestly, So yeah, anyways, then we had this conversation. But yeah, I understand why men are being so more closed off and not as welcoming and let me pay and what's it called, gallantry,
I'm not sure.
Like to be like a provider, during a date. So I can understand why some men can seem cheap during the date. It's not because they're being cheap. It's because they're taking care of themselves, and I don't blame them.
So, okay, you would like a provider?
Provider in what?
Financial?
No.
No? Okay. Because the impression I'd gotten is that you would like one, but you're happy if the man is not in a position to necessarily provide.
I'm not looking for a provider. I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for a partner in business.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm looking for a partner in life and business.
Okay. We want to co-create.
Yes.
We want to work together.
Yes.
A teammate.
Yes. I want to build either I help him build something, or he helps me and we help each other, really and truly, or else we build something together. That is what I'm looking for.
Okay. So what I'm curious about is, and again, that's a beautiful thing. So society says the man is supposed to make more money.
Yes.
And you're saying you don't care about that. So I'm curious about how many of the stereotypical things that men are meant to do, you do or don't actually go along with. So for instance, would you date a man who was shorter than you?
I don't really like it, no. No.
Okay. Would you date a man who was physically weaker than you?
Like skinny, yeah?
No, physically like weaker. Like let's say one day you're playing and you have a little arm wrestle and you win.
He would be very sick.
but it happens.
If I win against a man, no, I don't like it. I like a manly man.
Okay, cool.
Yes, of course.
Do you want this man to be more confident than you?
More?
Confident.
I like confidence, yes.
Yeah, but do you want him to be more confident than you?
I think for him to handle me, I think he needs to be more confident, yes.
That's an interesting statement. Are you saying you think you're a bit of a handful?
Of course I am. I am feisty.
Yeah? How so? Because you have opinions, right?
I don't know. It's not much more
Like,
opinions.
what makes you feisty?
I think they call me spicy, people get to know me and my friends. I just love life and I'm very spontaneous. And if today, I want to go abroad, I'll be like, hey, I got a ticket, I'm off. And now my family sort of got used to it. But in the beginning, it was like I went nuts. But now I know myself. So, yeah, that is what I mean by feisty.
Something I'll say about you is, I spent time in Brazil. So, like 6 months. I lived there for 7 months. As a result, dated a few Brazilians. Latinas, I believe they're called, right?
Yeah, yes.
Exactly. Now, what I will say is those women are very spicy. Right? Very, very, very spicy. And you are giving me exactly the same kind of energy. If you see you know what a telenovela is?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you watch them?
Not really,
No,
no,
okay,
but
but
I
you
know
know
what
what they
it
are.
is. Yeah.
Okay, so you'll watch one and there'll be a woman, she's arguing with a man, and then she'll slap him in the face and then kiss him like 5 seconds later. Okay? I get that vibe from you. So when you say like, a man needs to handle me, it's like,
Yes, that would be me.
yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Thank you for
Yeah.
finding the exact.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the exact sort of how it would look like. And you know what? You're not the first one that you're telling me that I look Brazilian. I'm like, how? How I'm Brazilian?
what?
I come from Malta. I'm from Europe. But
Okay.
yeah, you're not the first one, actually.
I'm feeling very proud of myself, right? Because one thing about me is I'm very good at reading people. I'm very good. And I just saw it. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
so
Lovely.
funny.
So what I'm thinking that you want in a man then is like, because you have your emotional highs and your emotional lows and your expressive nature and things like this and the spiciness, and you want a man who's kind of like a rock. And I don't mean a rock as in like boring, but like a.
I understand. Yes, I feel how I would like to be treated, and this is the difficult part. Okay, especially now, I feel I was very lucky in my past relationships because there was a huge amount of trust. So I wasn't cheated on, and I did not cheat on them. You know, so that was such a huge part, right? And nowadays, trust is so hard to find, and loyalty, that's what I feel at least. So, remind me what we were saying because I lost track.
I was saying that you seem like a passionate woman who would kiss a man and then slap him and kiss him, and what you want is like a man is
yes.
like a rock
Yes. Okay.
to handle the emotional thunderstorms.
So yeah, the difficult part is for someone to sort of trust me so much that they know that I'm in the outside world, okay, with all the temptations and all the Instagram, you know what there is
Yeah, of
nowadays.
course.
I mean, if you want to have a relationship and you cheat, it's very easy nowadays, okay? But they know that if I'm in the outside world, they trust me that I am still loyal to them. And you know what? I would love that too in a man. And I had that already, you know. If someone would come up to me and say, listen, your ex, I saw him, you know, speaking to a woman outside a coffee shop. I'm like, and? So? I know my man. I know he's not going to do nothing. That is the sort of kind of relationship I want, okay? Which I find it so very rare nowadays, okay? With all this confusion and chaos there is. And yeah, I want to go home. So I would be the rock outside because I'm strong and I'm a businesswoman and, you know, I can face, you know, tough things. But yeah, I would love to go home. This is what I miss actually about being in a relationship, you know. I miss the intimacy and I miss, you know, like just the support of going into your man's hands, you know, someone loving, and you'll just crumble, you know, and you'll just be like,
Just
ah,
melt.
yes. And he's there, you know. You don't need to speak, you don't need to tell me nothing, just to feel.
Do you feel like the version of you that's crumbling and melting into your man's hands is a deeper part of you than the version that's out in the world being a businesswoman and getting shit done?
I mean, why can't you be both? You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's nice that I'm strong and that I'm able to be independent, you know, on the outside world, ta. But it's tiring to be strong all the time. And I feel the same about men, okay? So when these things, you know, about men needing to be strong all the time and women are emotional all the time, I don't really agree with that. Why can't we be partners that when I'm up and you're down, I'm there for you? And when you're up and I'm down, you're there for me. Why can't it be this way? Not equality. I don't like this equality stuff, you know? But yeah, I want to share my life with someone, just the right someone. I'm not interested in no cheap thrills or, drama. Nah, I want the real thing now. So yeah, I'm happy as I am. I have my family. I have my friends even, for support. So I don't really need a man. I just would love to have the loving relationship. And you know what? My exes were quite high level people. So my standards are high.
Hi.
Yes.
Stratospheric.
Yes.
Are you comfortable discussing sexuality?
According to where you're going with it.
Okay, so I've had a few women say
Mm-hmm.
that in the bedroom, what makes a beautiful experience as opposed to one that's really unfulfilling is presence and connection. Presence being where the man creates an environment or a container which feels like there is nobody else in the world whatsoever, where they can feel his complete undivided attention at all times. And that brings the two together and creates this powerful charge.
I don't know. I can't really be very open sort of about this. First of all, I'm a private person, but also there isn't much to say from my end. Also,
It's all right, we don't have to.
Yeah, from my point of view, for me, sex is sacred. So to have an intimate relationship with someone, this one night stands, and it doesn't work for that. But that's my point of view. And when you share something so intimate with someone, especially for us women, because we are receiving, you're right. I feel there's an exchange of energy, and you have to be very careful with who you are intimate with. So that is what I am going to say about that. But I don't have much to share about this topic.
Okay. So I've heard people say about exchanging energies a lot. And it sounds like a very beautiful thing. But every time I've asked, so, okay, what literature is there, or like what sort of evidence is there? I've never actually had what seems like a good answer to that. So I would love to believe that I have sex with some woman, and then a little piece of me, a part of me is inside her forever, and a part of her's inside me. The suspicion that I have with people who say that, and this is the suspicion I have. I'm not saying it's about you, but this is a thought I've had for a while.
Sure.
So we live in a world which basically is created by Christianity for the most part, right? And Christianity is about sexual monogamy, one man, one woman, you're together for life.
Yes.
If the woman has sex outside of that, she's a whore and all of this kind of stuff. But it's kind of like the backbone of the society that we live in. Cool. And that kind of permeates everything about how we live, which is why, again, marriage is between a man and a woman and things like this, and is all orchestrated by the church. But people break away from that. And people will say broken away from religion to various degrees. Maybe they're atheists or maybe they're spiritual, what have you. But if you're spiritual, there's no, which I consider myself to be, there's no direct reason to enforce sexual monogamy. Not really. If we're all immortal beings living life after life after life, there's no direct thing to say don't actually sleep around. But then the idea of leaving energies in people that you sleep with, and therefore they're then being dangerous to do that because you might take on board those energies, that seems to me to be a very convenient way to hold on to the sexual monogamy of, say, organized religion and Christianity without, but like giving it a new age spin. But I'm not stomping my foot down and saying that that's what it is.
I understand.
So like the way my mind works is like, I need to have proof to believe stuff. I need to.
I agree.
I need.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
Ooh, gonna flip it back on me. Go on.
We're flipping
This
roles.
is the spiciness.
Yes. Would you like to have a monogamous relationship? You told me that you want a relationship, first of all, okay? Would you like to have a monogamous relationship, or would you like to have an open relationship? Would you be open to that?
So, I mean, here's the thing. If you'd have asked me years ago, I'd have said, yeah, open, definitely, blah, blah, blah. And why would I have said that? Because it's like the idea of being free to do what I wanted with as many people as possible. That felt great, you know? But the truth is this. I don't think I personally could actually do it because, number one, so like if I'm in a relationship with someone, I want that woman to be like the most gorgeous woman on earth in my eyes. But if I'm sleeping with other women, that's not going to be the case because, like, you know, when a man has sex with a new woman, he gets like a testosterone boost. He does. So your body's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So then, and so like you're with the same woman year after year after year, but then you're occasionally sleeping with new people. Your body's going to prefer those new people. If you're a man, like that's going to happen. Then there's also the fact of like, all right, could I really be okay with not like even knowing that she's seeing other people or like not knowing, as in, you know what I mean? Like maybe she's on Tinder, maybe she isn't. Or maybe like she met some guy and his name was Joseph. She meets Joseph and she has like a one night thing with Joseph. But then what if it turns into like 2 nights now or 3? And now I'm like comparing myself to Joseph. And she's like, yeah, I met Joseph. Oh gosh, we had such a beautiful experience. I'm sitting there, yeah. Did you really? Oh my God, Joseph, like he's so big. My gosh, Joseph is so then now when I'm sleeping with her, I'm like competing with Joseph now. So I don't think I could. So yeah.
I feel you answered your own question, you know, about the monogamous or not. Because if I'm with you, so I was born and I was raised as Christian, okay? And yeah, there was this whole, do not have sex before marriage, which no one really follows, right? And I'm spiritual, like you also. But at one point I was like, do I want to be in I actually considered it, you know, like, let me see if I want to be in an open relationship. But all the things that you're mentioning, you know, like the jealousy and would we be able to open up, you know, and actually share that you had intimate relationship with someone else and I had intimate relationship with someone else. So there's so much complexities, you know, going over there.
You want to know a suspicion I have?
Yeah.
Suspicion I have is this. I mean, I've just said, I don't think I could do it, blah, blah, blah. But I've been raised in this culture. So while I don't think I could do it, I also don't think that it's like ingrained in me from birth. You know, so like I suspect that, let's say we took about 5,000 7-year-olds, right? And we left them on an island. And then we come back in 30 years' time. I doubt they'd be in monogamous relationships. I think they'd be just kind of doing whatever. And they would just kind of develop to see certain things as natural because they're not used to it being any other way, if you see. So that's like a suspicion I have.
Yeah.
But I don't know for a fact that that's the case.
Yeah. I can sort of understand what you mean. But then the thing is would we be going into a very animalistic sort of, you know, like animalistic scenario, you know, that everyone is sort of having sex with each other and there's no relationships, you know what I mean?
But maybe there is.
maybe there is a way, who knows?
What I mean is this, right? So who is to say you meet some man, remember this tall, dark, handsome man that you're going to meet after this podcast, right? He's going to invite you out on Friday.
Fine.
You meet this man and you have the world's strongest connection, theoretically. But then who's to say that you couldn't have the equally powerful connection with somebody the next day? So what I'm getting at is these 5,000 5-year-olds who are then 7-year-olds who then eventually becoming like in their 30s or so. Who's to say that they're not all deeply connected with each other? Deeply. Have you seen Avatar?
Yes.
Okay, so you know, like they're all connected, right?
Yeah.
And they're all connected to the earth, but they're all connected to each other.
Yeah.
So imagine if sexuality existed in Avatar, what would it likely look like?
Okay.
It'd be,
I never thought about it this way.
but what that would probably look like is we're all together, right? That's probably what that would look like.
I don't know about that, honestly. I can't really see it.
Maybe.
I can't really see it. But yeah, I understand your point of view that we were born into it, and I went to a church school even, so even more, you know, like sex is bad.
It's not a point of it, it's a theory. It's just it's a hypothesis.
Exactly.
I am not stomping my foot down with this.
Yeah,
I'm not telling you that this is the way, but it's an idea.
It needs to be experimented and tested, I guess. Yeah. We do a little science project,
but not by us.
Sorry,
but not by us.
Not by us.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the experiment to see, you know, can people engage in free love with each other and actually not be jealous and actually still connect with each other while sleeping with loads of different people.
I feel there are already communities like that. So we would need to do some more research about it, actually.
Okay. Well, we can talk after the podcast.
Sure.
Maybe that's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to say? So, to all of the millions and millions and millions of people watching around the world, is there anything that you want to say? Like, okay, like to the men who are watching, is there anything that you feel like that men need to know about you or about women at all?
Yes. Can I look at the camera?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your camera.
To the men out there. I feel that the world has become everything on the phone and all these profiles on Tinder and Bumble and whatever. And sometimes just let the phone, get away from the phone and just be there in presence, where you are, at a restaurant, at a beach. I'm finding it so hard. I would love to have this cute meet, you know, on the beach or I don't know, on the street, but no one is looking at me anymore. Everyone is looking at their phone.
Nobody looks at you.
Not really, but but you know what I mean. Everyone is so focused on phones or whatever they're doing, right?
By nobody, you mean no men.
Men and women, both. But if you wanted to tell me, if you wanted me to share a message to men, I feel that I do not like to go and approach people. I like to be approached, and I'm not being approached anymore, not as before.
See, now we've just opened a can of worms, so we were about to end it, but now we need a few more minutes to discuss this. Okay, so do you know why men aren't approaching?
I feel it's also because of rejection, which I can understand. But it's okay. You know what? I was rejected also. You know what I mean? I don't approach men, but I was rejected also. Everyone's rejected. If you get rejected, and I do it very politely, and who knows, it's okay. Because you know what? She wasn't right for you. And when I got rejected, it's okay because he wasn't right for me. So yes, I like confidence and I like a man who comes and approaches me. Not creepy, you know, like politely and nicely, you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward for the cute meet and yeah, someone comes, have a conversation and see if it works out.
So to the man who is watching, did you hear how her body came alive when she said she likes confidence? Like, I like confidence and a man who comes. Yeah, she came alive. And the thing is, women do really, really, really love that. Something to say to the guy who's watching is this. You genuinely have nothing to lose. Nothing. You walk up to some woman and you say, hey, how's it going? My name is Jonathan. If she doesn't want you around and she says, please go away, 20 seconds later, she's completely forgotten that you've existed. 20 seconds later, and I think you have no idea what can happen when you get out of your comfort zone and approach people. For instance, why are we here? There we go. That laughter there We are here because I approached her. Where the hell was that?
It was on the road.
On the road, yes. I was riding my motorbike and I saw her, and then it's like, light came off. You should go and say hello to her. And then I did. And now we're doing this podcast.
Yeah.
And here you go. And are you the only person I've ever approached? No.
I don't think so.
No. Have 100% of the people I've approached like been willing to have a conversation?
Yeah.
Sadly, no.
Yeah.
No. But, you know, you give it a chance and then you'll be surprised at what can actually happen. Actually, here's something. So, there's a concept called the magic number.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not going to know what it is. It's like in male... Have you heard of like a pickup artist? A pickup artist.
No clue what you're talking about.
It's like a hidden faction of men who work on their abilities to meet women and to seduce them.
Okay.
And it's called like a pickup. So you talk to a woman on the street. If she ends up giving you her number, you've picked her up. Anyway, point being is this. There's a concept called the magic number. And the magic number is this. Based on your package as a man. So based on, say, how tall you are, how handsome you are, your ethnicity, your voice, how you dress, your personality, whatever. All of that comes together to create an average amount of women that you need to approach in order to find one who's really happy you approached them.
Okay.
Really happy.
It's like a mathematical formula.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like the more attractive you are, then the lower that number will be.
Okay.
But the number is there.
Okay.
For instance, with me, it's about 6. I approach 6 women. I'm going to get at least one who's like, I am so glad I met this guy.
Okay.
Like, oh my gosh. And she's eagerly waiting for my call.
Okay.
Eagerly.
Okay.
But the point is that number is there for everyone. And the reason why I bring it up is because to the man who's watching, it's like when you know what your number is, it kind of takes away a lot of the fear because it's just maths or math, as the Americans say. So you know that you need to approach, say, 6 women. So, okay, you've done 1, we'll do another 5.
Okay.
If you see.
Is it on a daily basis, 6, or it's
Nah, it's
per
just,
week?
No, it's just like in general. What it basically means is this.
Okay. Every 6.
Yeah. Every 6 female human beings that you approach, but for some men it might be 10 or 20 or whatever, but you're going to get one that really likes you.
Yeah,
so then it's more about numbers because you see for guys, and this is the fear, right? Because you said, I like to be approached. I like to be approached. But the thing is, there's a lot of comfort that comes from that, right?
Nice imitation.
Yeah, I like to be approached. And the comfort that comes from that is you can sit, live your life, do what you got to do, sip on your latte or whatever, and then the man will come to you. And that's a very comfortable place to be.
Yes.
It's very comfortable.
Yes.
But to actually see some woman, and then walk up to her and put yourself out there. Because like women don't actually realize the power that you have over a man's self-esteem.
I understand.
Like power though.
I understand.
No, power.
Yeah.
Literally power. Because in that moment, he's basically saying, hey, am I enough? And then if you say no, then the way he's taking it is that his entire existence is being rejected.
I understand. I have lots of male friends, and I can sort of put myself into a man's shoes. But let me ask you something.
Go on.
Would you like for a woman to come and approach you?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I find it very tacky.
Tacky?
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel that whenever so this is from my point of view, okay? Because you are saying that we have power over you. I feel that when I tried to approach men, I'm not really good at it, okay? I felt I was overdoing it, sort of, and they felt off, because I approached them. So that is my point of view, you see? So either it's because of my culture from where I'm from, or it's how the world works, or it's my own experience also, right? But yeah, it was so odd, and they rejected me.
Did they though?
They didn't.
What did they do?
They didn't like it. They just, treated me like, she's hot and she's horny and she's looking for a man to be a, I don't know.
But how do you know they rejected you? Like, where was the rejection?
The rejection is by not taking my number and not continuing the
So you asked for their number and they said no?
No, I'm not going to ask for their number. I just initiated the conversation.
Yeah, so the thing is, okay, I coached a woman once, right? I had this fantasy of coaching a woman for quite some time, and then I manifested it. And then I was, I manifested it. And then I was coaching a woman, and she was like, I want to be as seductive as possible to as many men as possible. Okay. And I was like, okay, let's have some fun, right? Because then I use all of my knowledge about men. So like, how do you craft the most seductive woman on planet Earth? Now, point being, at some point, she was going out and actually approaching me because I wanted her to overcome her sort of like social fears, because while it wasn't necessary for her to approach men, she had to be very comfortable in their presence so that she could exude this feminine, exactly. So she could exude that comfort that's actually going to pull the man in. Point being though, so she was approaching men, and what was happening was that these men were shocked that they were being approached. Because some woman has actually just walked up to them and started a conversation with them. It almost never happens. Like, I've been approached by maybe 5 women in my entire life. Maybe. So they're shocked, and then they're kind of uncomfortable and they're curious. They don't know what's going on. She then read that as failure. She read that situation as failure because she thought that, okay, so she would walk up and then they'd be like, all right, fantastic, I'm so glad that you approached, now let me just take the reins from here and guide you through this experience. So something I had to show her was that actually these guys are scared and you need to hang in there a little bit longer to like give them more time to know that it's okay.
I don't fully agree with you with this.
No?
I feel that I don't know, I don't like to go into the stereotypical men, right? But I feel as humans and as, also animals, as mammals, the chase, it comes from a more masculine side. So I chased before, and I tried to be in relationships that I wasn't good and happy in. And now I'm like, I don't chase anymore. I loved to be chased. Don't mind
what do you think I'm trying to say though?
That women should open up more to the idea of...
Not necessarily. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's not my point at all.
Okay. What is your point?
My point was that she was approaching men.
Yeah.
And she thought those men were rejecting her, but they weren't. They were just nervous because a woman had approached them and they didn't know what to do. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm not saying that women should run around approaching men. I wouldn't mind if they did, because in the times when a woman has said, hey, I thought you look really nice, I'm not like, my masculinity is threatened. I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm not offended. Like, how dare you find me attractive? I'm like, oh, thank you.
Okay.
Like I
understand.
Yeah, like about 6 months ago, I was walking through Birmingham city centre, and then this woman goes, oh, you are so handsome. I'm like,
oh,
thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, it gave me a pep in my step. I didn't feel like, oh, I'm less of a man. But anyway, my point is, I'm not telling you that women should approach. All I'm saying is that the men that my former clients had approached were nervous. And I suspect that there's a similar thing with the guys who you approach, where you expected a high tier of like confidence and self-assuredness from them once you approached. But firstly, you don't know that they were confident enough to actually approach you anyway, number one. And even if they were, again, it's like, oh, I'm in a conversation with this woman now. Like, is she being friendly? Is she just being friendly? Or does she actually want me? Is it a trick? Am I going to end up on TikTok or something like this? They're not sure.
How sweet.
But I am not telling you to go out and approach men, because go on.
Sorry, continue.
Because I can feel it in your aura that is not you in any way, shape or form. No.
And you know what? So I do get approached, you know what I mean? And I didn't approach lots of people, to be fair. But yeah, I would love to explore this. So let's see. Maybe not us. I don't like to ask for numbers or whatnot, but maybe give a compliment. I love that.
No. I don't think you should be approaching anyone. This is all you need to do.
Okay.
Right. You see a man that you like, give him some sort of signal.
Yes,
signal.
thank you. That was what I was going to say, actually. Take the signal, guys. So if someone is looking at you and they're smiling, that's a signal. If they're looking at you and they, you know, try not to lock eyes with you, then that's another signal, you know.
So, actually, here's something I'll say to the man who's watching. There is something that I can see in a woman, or a woman will do, and it's like, if a woman does this, I know 100% I need to approach. And that is if she smiles at me. Because 99 times out of 100, when women look at me, they don't smile, right? They look down, they look away, whatever. Now, some of those women do like me, right?
Yes.
I'm not saying that, yeah, some of those women do like me because they're nervous. That's true, right? So, to be honest, it's like if I see a woman that I like, I just approach anyway because I'm aware that maybe, for instance, I approached this woman in Brazil and the whole time she looked like she hated me, right? I was like, oh my gosh. But then I knew that maybe she was nervous, so I kept going. And then once we were on Instagram, she was messaging me so excitedly because she is actually really into it. But point being, if a woman smiles at you, good God, you have to approach, because it means one of two things. She either thinks you're really like attractive, in which case you should approach, or she thinks you look like a really good person, in which case you should approach.
Yes.
But it's one of the two.
Yes.
Yeah. But you know what? A smile from a woman can mean a lot to a man. Like around Christmas, right? I was moderately depressed around Christmas. And then I was in a restaurant and there was this group of girls. And then one of them just looked at me and she gave me the warmest smile.
Oh.
And I'd be like, it was warm. And then I walked out and then I was like, now I've got to go back in and tell her. So I went back in and like I walked past all her friends. I said like, look, I'm not in the best mood right now, but that smile you gave me has really helped me in my day. So thank you. And then like, you know, she kind of melted and we hugged.
How sweet.
Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes, I'm gonna cry. Sometimes it's so difficult to open up because you've been through experiences that bit you in the ass, right? And I love the honesty and being open with strangers, you know, and just sharing a moment. Maybe she wasn't the love of your life, you know, but at that point, she smiled at you.
She gave me something I needed.
Yes, a smile.
Because it was so genuine. It was like she was looking into my soul and she was like it was genuine.
I feel it.
But anyway, all right then. So I think we are now done. Thank you to the person who's listening or watching. Thank you to you, Miss Leila. Thank you.
Thank you so much for stopping me in the middle of the road.
Thank you for being able to be stopped. And now we're going to go and shoot some guns.
Yes, looking forward to that.
We're going to a shooting range and there's going to be a vlog about that as well. So the vlog will be up. The vlog's already up. If you're watching this video, the vlog's already up. So afterwards, go back and watch the vlog and you can see who wins in the shooting.
Ooh-la. Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, ooh-la.
Ooh-la-la.
Ooh-la-la.